Rituals are one of the strangest things humans have ever created. Across history, people covered themselves in masks, burned offerings, spilled blood, sat alone in darkness for days, and performed ceremonies so disturbing they still feel unreal today. But the strangest part is this: most ancient rituals were not created for entertainment or tradition. They were created to fight fear of death, fear of chaos, fear of the unknown, fear that human beings were not truly in control of the world around them. In ancient civilizations, rituals became psychological weapons against uncertainty. Because when humans cannot control reality, they often create symbolic ways to feel control over it. Some of the darkest rituals in human history came from this exact fear. The Aztecs believed the universe itself depended on sacrifice. According to their beliefs, the sun required human blood to continue moving across the sky. Without sacrifice, darkness might consume the world forever, which meant these rituals were not viewed as cruelty, they were viewed as survival. Imagine living in a civilization where people believed human existence itself depended on continuing the ritual. And perhaps even stranger, many rituals were designed to psychologically transform the people performing them. In some ancient ceremonies, participants wore masks for so long they believed they were no longer human. The mask was not decoration, it was identity replacement. For a brief moment, the individual disappeared, and something symbolic took their place. Ancient shamans also isolated themselves in darkness and silence for long periods of time. Some fasted, some avoided human contact completely. Some remained alone until they experienced visions, voices, or altered states of consciousness. And modern psychology makes this even more fascinating, because isolation, silence, rhythmic drumming, sleep deprivation, and repetition can genuinely change human perception. Which means many ancient rituals may have produced real psychological experiences, not supernatural ones, human ones. Even death rituals reveal something disturbing about human psychology. Across civilizations, humans repeatedly created ceremonies designed to make death feel controlled, predictable, structured. The Egyptians prepared the dead for another world. The Vikings burned ships into the sea. Ancient Chinese traditions honored ancestors so they would not be forgotten. Different rituals, same psychological need. Humans desperately trying to reduce the terror of death. And maybe that explains why rituals never truly disappeared. Even modern humans still rely on ritualistic behavior constantly. Weddings, funerals, religious ceremonies, lucky habits, superstitions before important events. Even repeating the same routine every morning can become a psychological ritual. Because rituals create something the human brain desperately wants during uncertainty, the feeling of control. And perhaps that's why the darkest rituals in history still feel strangely familiar today. Because beneath the masks, the fire, the blood, and the ceremonies, the real subject was never magic. It was fear. If you enjoyed this journey into the darkest beliefs in human history, subscribe for more cinematic videos about ancient civilizations, mythology, psychology, and the hidden fears that shaped humanity. Because some of humanity's strangest behaviors were created simply to survive uncertainty.